right, new polls now from Emerson College give a look into how the president stands on the top issues: immigration and the economy. It's 50 days in, halfway through the first 100 days, technically 51. The man behind the numbers is Scott Tranter, data science director at DDHQ. You going to jump on me for getting 50 versus 51 wrong, or no?
We'll let you let one
We're
fly.
there in the middle.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So Emerson College, by the way, good to do some TV with you. It's been a little while since
I got
the
a
election.
little rest.
Yeah.
Little rest.
You got rest. Emerson College puts out big poll today. A lot of information. We went through the crosstabs, and here's what stood out to both of us, and I sort of want to walk the audience through it. So this was the question: are the president's policies making the economy better or worse? Democrats, Republicans, Independents, right? You could see Democrats and Republicans, they say exactly what you would think that they would say, but look at Independents. 23, 32, only 23%, Scott, say that his policies are making the economy better. The jury is out for half of Independents.
Yeah, the biggest thing there, at least to stand out to me, is remember, he won on the economy. It was the number one issue, very obvious. He obviously won independence. And so you want to see that number break. Now, 50% of them still trying to figure it out, but that's an early break, and that is statistically significant. That's not the right trend. It is early. He's got a lot of time, but that's not the trend you want to see. Pull
up the tariff poll if we can, as we stick along with the economy, because as the economy and tariffs, they are obviously linked one-to-one right now with the president. And when asked about, do you think increasing tariffs will help or hurt the economy? Again, Democrats are where you think Democrats would be. Republicans are where you think Republicans would be. But look at independents there. It's just slightly underwater. Yeah, it's exactly same trend as the previous question. This is a group that Donald Trump won last cycle. It's this group that, you know, his Republican Party is going to need to win this upcoming midterm. That's not the trend you want to see. But again, 40% of them still trying to figure out what's going on. Still trying to figure it out. All right, so now we go over to immigration, right? Because the two issues were the economy and immigration. This is where the president, the numbers look much better for him, right? Yeah. So how do you basically view his handling of immigration policy? Again, Democrats, Republicans, it's obvious where they're going into their corners here. Independents, he's above water, Scott. That is good for him, and especially since, had we had this conversation 6 months ago, I think the quote-unquote smart people would have said, hey, he'd have high marks among the independents on the economy and lower marks on immigration. So this is a little bit counterintuitive to what I think most people thought his administration would start out with. But again, 44% still trying to figure it out. So the bottom line with this is it's 51 days in. Yeah. Democrats, they don't like him. Republicans, they love him, right? And that hasn't changed 7 weeks in. Exactly. But when you look at the independents, they're basically right around that 30%, yeah, that's good, or 30%, I don't know. Exactly. What we're seeing here, this is basically a couple outs into the first inning. Okay, that's right. We haven't even finished the first inning, but this is an indicator of what to watch for if you're the Trump administration. So I asked the man behind the numbers, I say, Tranter, what's the one thing that Scott Tranter is looking at with all of this? And this is what you gave me, Scott, which is on March 11th, 2017, 8 years ago. Trump was right around 45%. Today, he's at 48%. So if you just zoom out for a little bit, he's in a better spot today than he was at the start of the first term. Yeah, this is empirical hard data. If you compare the first term to the second term, based on job approval, he is measurably better than he was the first term. So again, trending early on, at least among those independents, not good. But this second term's off to a much better start than his first term was. He is the man behind the numbers. You missed the election or no? Getting ready for the next one. Scott Tranter, data science director at DDHQ. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.